Hey guys, what's happening? What's happening? Larry Alabama from the Gym Rat Pack here, and this video is going to be about Tyson Fury. And we obviously saw that the press. He's saying that he never came back to boxing to be undisputed champion because he's already been there and done that, according to him. I'm here to pick apart that statement a little bit. Let me just say first of all that I like Tyson a lot. We obviously know each other from back in the day. We came up together. Even from the amateurs, and I've always got a good relationship with him, his family. Very very cordial. So I like him a lot. Saying that, I know where he's coming from with this. So basically, a lot of people are saying that asked him basically after the press conference that he had with Ngannou, just gone for their fight in Riyadh. They were saying, look, is Usyk going to be next? And his response was, only if Usyk wants a little bit of the pie, a little bit of the percentage. If he wants a lot, then he can jog on, basically. Because Tyson Fury's the main guy, and all he's about now is securing his family's future. And he's about the money. And also that he didn't come back into the sport to be undisputed champion because he's already been undisputed champion and he is the lineal champ. So because he wants to fight John Jones after Ngannou, he's even thinking of even a rematch of Ngannou in a cage, which I think is a completely bad idea. But he's thinking of John Jones, which would be interesting. But yeah, I mean, look, I understand where Tyson Fury's coming from. As a former boxer myself, obviously nowhere near Tyson Fury's level, but obviously I've come up with him. I understand where he's coming from, and I think a lot of boxers understand where he's coming from, because you have to train and fight for years for pittance before you get the opportunity to earn some real money in this sport. And it's only a very few people that get to do that in this sport. So I understand completely where he's coming from. I do. And I have some sympathy for him. And a part of me wants him to just continue on the road that he's going. Fight Ngannou, maybe have a rematch with Ngannou, fight John Jones if the money's right, then retire into the sunset with loads of money. I get that. But then the other side of me is like, but Tyson Fury wants to be known as the best of his generation. So in order to be known as the best of his generation, you need to fight the best of the heavyweights that are considered the best of your generation, or some of the best. And obviously the bogeyman out there is Usyk. Whether anyone thinks he can easily beat Usyk or not, especially off the back of the Daniel Dubois fight, is irrelevant, because stars make fights, right? We've seen that time and time again. So whether you think Tyson Fury can beat Usyk is irrelevant. The fact of the matter is he hasn't fought Usyk. And Usyk is considered by some the best heavyweight at this moment. So you would have to at least beat Usyk to solidify yourself as the best of this generation. Yes, you fought Wilder 3 times, but it's one guy. If you look at Tyson Fury's resume, it's not chock-a-block full of names. I mean, it can even be argued that Anthony Joshua's resume is better than Tyson Fury's. Now, I understand where Tyson Fury's coming from, in that he beat the lineal champion, Vladimir Klitschko, and he was the first one to do it, and do it out, brilliantly, right? Get that. But he never defended the belts. And you need to not just win the belts, you need to defend the belts. And so he never defended those belts. So he never solidified himself as undisputed lineal champion. And so consequently, I think he needs to keep that in mind when he makes those claims. Do you know what I mean? Now, I don't know if he's just making those claims out of bravado, being the best of his generation or whatnot. Whether he believes it or not, I don't know. But if you are trying to portray yourself as that, then you have to go through some of the best of your generation at least. So you've obviously done Wilder 3 times, so that's Wilder out of the way. But you got AJ there, obviously. You got Usyk there, which is the main guy. Frank Sanchez is out there, So, you know, yeah, when you start talking about best of your generation, you're going to have to fight some of the best of your generation to be able to endorse that, you know? So, but again, this for me, it's not, I understand where he's coming from. Boxing is a frigging hard sport. Your life's on the line every time you go in the ring. The life's on the line every time you spar. So, you know, it's hard. It's hard. And I get where he's coming from. And if it's easier for him to go the route that he's going now and earn a great deal of money, which he's going to earn, I can't blame him. I cannot blame him. I really can't. Being an Xbox, I cannot blame him at all. And if I was in his position, I might do the same thing. I can't, you know, that's why I'm not really being too hard on him. I understand where some people are coming from, and I understand why they're being so hard on him, because he said certain things, you know. But looking at it from the other side, you know, I can understand where he's coming from. But then don't make the lofty claims that you make. But it's Tyson Fury, so he's going to do what he's going to do. Do you know what I mean? I would really like to see him fight Usyk. I mean, to be honest, I would like to see him fight Usyk and AJ. That's it. Those are the only two. I think if he's going to fight any two boxers now, it'll be Usyk and AJ. That's who I'd like him to fight. And I used to think I didn't want to see him fight AJ. But now I do, for certain reasons, and which I might get into in another video. But I do. And I actually think AJ's got a better chance than I gave him before, you know. But, you know, Tyson Fury is an enigma, honestly. And what he's been able to do, I have to give him credit. And everyone has to give him credit, you know what I mean? But at the same time, I think if you are going to go on this route of chasing money, which is cool, nothing wrong with that, I think the claims of being the best of your generation needs to be, you know, lowered a little bit. But anyway, who am I to say what he should and shouldn't do, you know what I mean? But guys, what do you think about this? Honestly, after hearing what Tyson Fury had to say, are you for what he's doing, or do you think he should fight Usyk and AJ? Leave your comments down below and let me know what you think, please.